Brakadea Howell, Brakadea Rashai, Brakadea Howell, Brakadea Rashai, Brakadea Howell, Brakadea Howell, Ba'ashem, Rashai, Ba'ashem, Chal the blessings of the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the hopefully elect out there, you Akim to Zadakim that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. On the pre-Shemon, this week's topic is going to be entitled Bear Ye Each Other's Burden. Well, I'm gonna read it. And what inspired this lesson is, since I'm now back in the workforce, there's certain things I do that, just from being in the truth and raised a certain way, that a lot of these jakes in the world, they kind of feel it's like fishy. Like, why is this guy so respectful? Why is this guy so, brotherly? And a lot of jakes in the world, really, a lot of times they don't have that sort of camaraderie amongst one another. All right, they constantly trying to snake each other and think people out to snake them. But from being around the brotherhood so much, we work with each other, and we understand too, as the lessons talk about bearing one another burden, all right, that certain brothers have ups and certain brothers have downs, and what we do to mitigate that brother's downs is if we're up, we try to help that brother up, but we're in the world, if somebody see you down, it's favor for favor, so type shit, you know what I mean? It's not of a place of sincerity, and we're not to have that particular mindset, all right? We're here, look, we're in this hellhole together, we're serving this life sentence together. We're going to apply the scriptures and be brotherly and help each other out in whatever way it might be, right? This book of Galatians chapter 6 verse 1, it says, brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such a one in the spirit, right? So if a brother might go off, a brother might be fucked up in the spirit, or a certain particular situation happens, all right, yeah, a brother go off, you rebuke him, but we got to build that brother back up. You got to, you break the man down, but you got to build this man back up, and we got to do that with all of us. It says, which are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted, right? So, in essence, if you were brought down to a low position, all right, or some fault was to fall upon you, or whatever something was to happen upon you, how would you like to be treated in said manner, right? You'd want to be restored. And sometimes, look, we have to go the extra mile for one another. But this is how we show our love towards Yahushua. Verse 2 says, bear ye one another's burden, and so fulfill the law of our Lord, Yahushua. And pretty much the sentiment is, you have to consider every brother as you would consider Yahushua, Of course, before you get a friend, you prove him first, you just vet the situation. Has this man been diligent? Has this man been putting up shows? Is he also been brotherly, Because so guess what? You do have niggas that come around all the time, try to abuse the brotherhood, try to finesse, try to do bullshit, right? Well, that's why you gotta vet, vet the process, read this man's spirit, see where he's coming from, and at the end of the day, those people that come and try to do some bullshit, abuse brothers or whatever, the Lord always get rid of people like that any goddamn way. So you don't even have to go too hard in the vetting process. You just give from the sincerity of your heart, or whatever it might be again, and help a brother. And the Lord is overseeing both situations. All right, both situations. And we have to, put our emotions to the side. A man might not rub you the right way, so you feel in your emotions, oh, I'm not gonna go as hard or whatever. But that shouldn't be the case. Once a man is doing the work of the Lord and a part of this knit, then you have to put your emotions to the side, follow the commandment, follow the scriptures, all right, and treat that man with the same love you would for Yahweh Shah, man. Exodus 23:5. If thou see the ass of him that hateth thee lying under his burden, and wouldest forbear to help him, thou shalt surely help with him. Right? So even if you have certain animosity with somebody, again, going to the brotherhood, really, this law applies to all of Israel, but right now the law's not dealing with 2/3. You go out your way to help that man anyways, you know what I'm saying? Put your feelings to the side, look, this is a brother, this is what's going on, boom, boom, boom. And that sort of mindset that we have in the truth, sometimes when people see that, it bugs them out. And I remember the Apostle Rakar was saying that when we had helped him move, and how all of us was just in unison. Nobody was saying, damn, I'm getting too much work, and nobody was bickering, and we was just working in unison to get the job done. Out of just, nobody was like, yo, how much you gonna give me for this? And it was none of that. We was sincerely helping the brother relocate. And the Apostle Elder Rakar was saying, like, yo, you see the look on these people's faces, like, it's so strange for them to see it, you know? So, because Jakes in the world, for the most part, they used to, like, that type of shit, like, oh, why is this nigga being kind and not, you know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. Why is it really, like, Jake is so in a fucked up state wherein being sincerely brotherly, people are like, damn, that's kind of sketchy, though, you know? That's how far gone our people are from the law, statutes, and commandments. The so-called Jews, we were watching the video, I was watching the video, one of the brothers put in the chat, of some guy commented on the so-called Jews, how they run everything and stuff. And one of the things he mentioned is the reason they're so powerful, so strong, is because they're adhering to a certain law. They have laws. And you look at most countries that are very tight on religion, you'll see that it functions pretty well. Like, let's say Dubai, right? Dubai, you got people out in Dubai with luxury cars that leave their fucking keys in it. Why? Because they got that law. They have those laws where if you was to steal a man's car, you know, you get your arm chopped off or something like that. Your right hand or something like that chopped off. And amongst the so-called Jews, they continually helping each other out. Why? Because they're going by this. They're going by the Torah. They're going by the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. See, and that's what our people had. That's how come the nations, the Lord said, look, you keep these laws, nations are going to marvel at your wisdom and you know, and understanding. But we have gone so far from our laws, and we're not really going by any laws. A lot of our jakes is going by whatever they believe in, going by the laws of the so-called white man, living their own damn life, and this is why we're such really a laughingstock and frowned upon, you know, because if we were adhering to our laws and being completely brotherly, we wouldn't be doing things like killing each other in the streets. There wouldn't be no need to march for black on black crime and all that, because we wouldn't be doing it. We'll be helping each other out, you know. We'll be making sure if I get on the job, you're gonna get on the job. That's what the so-called Jews do. They invite their own, they build their own up. They'll never commit violence to their own crime. But when it comes to the Goyim, we don't care what they do. Why is that? Because they're following this. And that's what we should. That's how we should be. You know. And then when you come in the truth, that's how we are. You know. That's how we are. Imagine all. You see, like we're like a prelude to what the kingdom is going to be. The hopeful elect. An entire nation wherein there's no mischief and guile and scheming and bullshit and none of that, man. Just treating a brother like you would yourself and laying down your life for a brother. You see? It says, yeah, that was pretty much that one, you know. So even if you're hot-headed against men, you gotta love one another, man. 1 John 1:21 says, "And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth the Most High love his brother also." And that's what Yahweh prioritized at the top. You know, love the Lord with all thy heart, no other deity before the Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and then the love of your brother. You know, these things hang everything. The laws hang, those simple things is what the laws hang upon, man. You see? So we have to honor that. You know? All of that is bearing one another's burdens. Brother might be down in the spirit. You know, the number one form of brotherly love really is teaching a lesson, man. Building a brother. Because, like, man, you hear these lessons no matter what you're going through. Whether it be whatever topic, too. You know, lessons going into prophecies, faith builders, character builders. That really goes the furthest, you know. Laying down your life for your brothers, making your body a living sacrifice by coming on the highways and byways, putting the effort to do these lessons. That's the number one gift you could give, man. It's the spirit. The words. Romans 12:10. Be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another. And you got this wicked ass day coming up, Thanksgiving. The so-called white man's trying to put a cloak over all the wickedness he has done by calling it Indigenous Day. But so-called Thanksgiving, right, was truly about, you know, the so-called white man rejoicing how he got Gad and slaughtered our people, and having a feast in commemoration of that. Now Thanksgiving is just, you know, they say it's supposed to be family gathering, but really, for the most part, niggas is just looking for a free meal. See? Again, going into the society of what can I leverage out of somebody, or, you know, not being sincere and shit. When we get together, by the way, Hanukkah is coming up, alright? When we get together for a feast or whatever, it's a truly fellowship. Brothers contribute towards the feast. If you know how to cook, I bring some wine, and we fellowship. Things are in sincerity. In this world, it's not so. That's how come we're separate from this world, man. We're completely separate from this world. Cosmos, in a sense. We're separate from the rest of the nation of Israel, man, because, again, we're going by the laws, statutes, and commandments, and following them to the best of our ability, man. You think if our people had the knowledge of this, there'll be drill music, there'll be gangster rap, there'll be dope dealers on the streets. It will solve all our problems. But going into prophecy, things aren't going to change until the kingdom of heaven. That's just the truth of it. You know, our people are going to be niggas until the very end. 2/3 of our people are going to be niggas until the very end, until the missiles pursuant to Zechariah 13:8 on down to 9. It's fulfilled. Wherein the Lord will destroy 2/3 of his people, 66.6% of his people, via thermonuclear destruction. And this has to happen. There has to be a cleansing. There has to be a purging and sifting. And that's what we're hoping and praying for. Alright? You know? So these brotherly mannerisms that we have through the years of just growing in the truth, we have to maintain them. It might seem strange to the world, but fuck the world. You know? Always bear one another's burdens. Always go the extra mile for your brother, and the Lord will reward us for these things, man. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Hashem Rakakodash. That belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there. Shalom.